everybody, it is Monday. Welcome to Monday. I am tired. It is 6 o'clock on the dot, y'all. I'm in my drop top. It's 6 o'clock on the dot, and I just got home a little bit ago. I am hungry. All I've eaten today was, not even eaten, no. All I drank today was this, like one of the ones I showed y'all on my last week's grocery haul, and it was one of the juices, like the cold pressed juices. And then I did have like a piece of candy or so, but no real food. And so today I was so hungry getting home. We were at work late that I made my salad that I had with the piece of rotisserie chicken, and I even stopped and got Popeyes. And I got enough so I could have it for all week if I get the same craving. But let me show y'all what I'm eating. There's my salad with the chicken, and it comes with crushed croutons. And then I have 2 pieces of chicken and my bubbly. Also, my Amazon package came, one of my Amazon package, oh, I don't think I showed y'all, but the shoes that I bought from Amazon when we were talking about the black flats, they came yesterday, I want to say. They fit very comfortably. And then these came today, which I think is my spice rack. So I was so tired, I was not going to do anything today, but I think because the spice rack thing came, I might go ahead and, when I'm done eating, of course, if I'm feeling up to it, I might go ahead, not spice rack, the can stacker. Once I'm feeling up to it, then I'll put that in the pantry since that I bought for the pantry. And I'm going to put the cans on it and show y'all what it looks like, hoping that they fit. So let me open that up for you real quick. No, I'll show y'all later after I eat. I'm really hungry. So I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, so this is the organizer that I purchased from Amazon. It looks like it's really supposed to be for kind of spices and stuff, but we'll see how the cans fit on it. The reason I didn't put my hands on it, like I wanted to buy one of the ones that rolled down, like the cans are rolled down and organized that way, but it was too tall. So instead I got this as an alternative. So I want to go put the cans on and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, and that's what it looks like in its place. This is all tomato-y, chunky soup type things. This is all coconut milk, corn, black beans, red beans, and then carnation milk. But yeah, that's everything. That's the change. I know it's like I didn't do a lot, but it's better than doing nothing at all. So that's our decluttering for today. And the pantry still looks so nice. I think it's gonna look even better when there are, I don't know if I showed y'all there was water there. When there are actual shelves in it, like the faux covering. I'm not gonna spend the money on singular shelves, but like something to cover the wires. Yay! And I still have room for like 2 cans. And hopefully we'll be using these now that we can see everything. But have a good Monday evening, and I will see you, God willing, tomorrow. Hello everyone, welcome to Tuesday. Well, today was eventful. Went to work, left at 4 exactly because I needed to get my contact trials, which I did. When I got my contact trials, because the one they gave me were the wrong thing. And so happy to be able to hopefully put those in and see better. But on my way home, at a stoplight, you all, somebody ran into my back. The sad thing is that we were all stopped. We were all stopped. And I'll leave pictures of what the car looks like right now. But we were all stopped for a while. Because we stopped and then like an ambulance kind of thing went by. And we were all at the stoplight. And then, sorry y'all, I don't know where someone was calling me. People have been calling me and I still haven't called my insurance yet. So, and then we're waiting again. And it's one of those stoplights where there's a turning left lane and it's got its own arrow, and then our lane that goes straight. So we're waiting. The turning left lane turns green. And I'm assuming, because I don't know what was wrong with this lady, I'm assuming that she is like distracted in some way, that she probably glimpses up and looks and sees the green for the left and starts driving. Slams into the back of my car. And I'm like, what just happened? Like, we were all here. Stopped. How in the world? So I'm like, maybe somebody hit her and she hit me. No, because then another lady pulls up next to me and looks at me because she's probably like, oh my God, what just happened? And I'm fine. And so she drives on. Or I guess they're all trying to get behind us. Then the other lady pulls back. The one who hit me pulls her car back, which is like a crossover type deal. And then she like goes around, looks at me. And I think she's coming to like make sure I'm okay. You want to pull over, get out of the road, anything. Like, I think she looks at me and then she persistence to drive off. As in like, oh, she's fine. Let me just go. Girl, immediately went into cop mode because, you know, my dad is cop. So I'm like, license plate, Sarah, license plate. Because at first I was trying to get my phone out to take pictures of like the car and my car and stuff and make sure she was okay. I couldn't because I was so shaken. So I read her license plate as she went by and I just kept repeating the license plate. I didn't even get to look to see if she went straight or right or left. I just was like, license plate. And I got my notes app when I could freaking find it on my phone and wrote the license plate down and everything I could remember, what she looked like and like what the car type was. And I drive out of the way because now I'm in the way, in the middle of the freaking way. I drive and I call in the police and I pull over to call the police to tell them what's going on. And then I send a group text to my family to let them know I'm fine, but someone hit me. And of course, everybody's calling me and they're still calling me, which I love because they love me. But I need to call the insurance, which is going to make me very angry if they can't find her because I'm going to end up paying that deductible. And what my dad said really kind of messed me up because he was like, now, y'all would have seen the pictures on the screen. But my back actually kind of does hurt. But he was like, my dad was like, they're probably just going to total it. I was like, for what? Can't they just, because the trunk can't open now and the bumper's a mess. And I'm like, why? You know, why are they going to total it? Because my thought process is, I don't have money to be paying for no payment on a car. Like, I don't have no car payment money. Like, my car is paid off. I worked so hard to pay that car off. It's only a 2012. It's got years. It's got a lot of life to give. I'm gonna be so mad. So I'm not even gonna stress. He said it, but I'm not stressing about it because God is good, okay? And He will never give me more than I can bear. So praying that it does not have to total and they can just fix it. I gotta switch arms because I'm so stiff. My neck hurts, my back hurts. I got a really bad headache, so I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm trying to eat some food and relax because I'm really still shaking and I still need to call my insurance. I think I can do a claim online, but I prefer to talk to people. So I just wanted to give y'all an update. That's what my Tuesday's been like. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Hello, beautiful people. It is Wednesday. Girl, I think it's Wednesday. It's the 8th of February. And today went something like this. Got up, got to work a little late, slower because the back is a little hurting. Grateful for my team because they're so understanding. And left work at 1 to go to an appointment. I called my doctor this morning before going to work to see if they could see me about the back and the neck and the headache. And they were able to see me actually with my own doctor that I normally see, which was a plus, I thought. So the lady goes on to tell me that because it has to do with a car accident, it's $100 copay. It's normally a $50 copay. So I'm like, oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. What? But I'm like, you know what, Tara? It's better to have something on file that you did go and check yourself out in case something is super wrong and it's just not just soreness or tight muscles or whatever. So of course my team is super okay with it. I leave, go to the doctor. She checks me out. They all check me out. They take my blood pressure. So go back a little bit. This morning when I was on the phone with the lady making the appointment, I was like, I think I have an appointment coming up with this doctor, and I didn't realize you were going to give me my doctor anyway. But I think I have an appointment coming up with this doctor anyway. Is it possible that she can just check for my blood pressure then? Sorry. And this same appointment, because my appointment was supposed to be on the 16th, for her to check my blood pressure and either continue to give me the same pills or would adjust accordingly. So she's like, no, I don't think she's going to be able to do that. This appointment is just for the car. And I'm like, really? Like, in my head, I'm like, this is such a money routed industry. Like, you're going to charge me $100 to do the collision car checkup. Then I'm supposed to come back in like 2 weeks or next week, and then you're going to charge me another $50 for my regular copay for you to check on blood pressure when I know good and well you're going to check my blood pressure anyway. So I didn't even argue with her. I just said it. I did say it. And then she was like, well, you can ask her, but I don't know if she's going to do it. I said, okay. So I just kind of left with that. Get to the doctor. Of course, the nurse lady, or whoever she was, I get on the scale, takes my weight. She takes my blood pressure, which is a lot more normalized. So the new medicine is definitely working. And, you know, she asked me about the incident and takes notes and all that. And then the doctor comes in and she checks and she's like, oh, your muscles are really tight and da-da-da. So she then prescribes me a muscle relaxant, which I'm only to take at night, which I assume is going to make me really loopy. 800 milligram of Motrin to take 3 times a day. So I actually have to eat 3 times a day. Ew. So I told her I don't really like breakfast. I can do the 2 meals, but I can't do the breakfast. She's like, you can have just like a banana or something. So I was like, okay. So I have to take that. And then I asked her very nicely. I was like, since I'm already here and I have another appointment to check the blood pressure and you can see the blood pressure is going well, can you just supply me with my next 3 months of blood pressure medicine, please? She's like, yeah, sure. Like it was not a problem. She's like, yeah, sure, no problem. I was excited. I was like, okay, thank you so much. And I'll come back when they're up. So I got to save $50 on that. So it's kind of like both appointments at the same time at $100 fee. So I was like, okay. And then someone was telling me that more than likely my insurance may cover the medical fee. So I'm keeping my receipts to everything per usual. So she goes through all that and then she's like, nothing seems broken or anything like that. So she's like, if in 2 weeks you don't feel better, let me know. So y'all know I'm probably going to be on this medicine for like a week and a half. And then the last couple of days, I'm not taking no medicine because I want to make sure my body feels better without medicine because I don't really like medicine. So I won't be taking any of the Motrin or the muscle relaxer in like the last couple of days because I want to make sure that I can actually not have pain without being on these medications. So that's where we left off. So I get home. Nope, I stopped because I got a thing that said CVS is working on your stuff. I stop and get Popeyes. I don't know. All this week I've been super off my like diet. And I don't know what it is with Popeyes because I don't really love Popeyes or anything, but I keep like, just get the Popeyes. So I get the Popeyes, I sit and I check the CVS. They're not ready, so I sit in the parking lot, I eat my Popeyes, and by the time I'm done and go around, they have my prescription. Get my prescription, log on back onto work. That's what I'm doing right now. And then I'll probably get off in like an hour or so. So it's already 5:33. Probably gonna work till like 6:37 because I left and didn't get back on for a while. But I'm not gonna lie, my back is hurting and I haven't taken any of the medicine, but I ate. So I'm thinking I might take the muscle relaxer early because my one friend said that he took it once and then he was knocked out into past his shift time to like get up. And I don't want that. So I don't think I'm leaving back out to drive or anything. So that. Also, which is also nice and kind of a little mess, is that my insurance is, y'all, let me just say before I tell y'all that please, I'm begging you, just go ahead and save that emergency fund if you can. Like, even if it's just $500 for now, have something. Even if it's $200, have something, okay? Because this accident was not my fault, but I'm spending money like it was, right? So the insurance said they were going to, the lady hit me and ran, so we don't have her insurance. So if I file it as a regular insurance, like just regular insurance, it's a $500 deductible for me, but they're going to file it as a non-insured motorist. And so it's $250 deductible. Still, I'm paying. And then the lady had told me that the car rental was going to be 100% covered under the non-insured motorist thing. So I was feeling good about that, like, okay, less money out of my pocket. So I get on with the collision place that she said they're like in network with them. And it was really easy because they had a chat function. It was like 7, 8 o'clock at night. So I was chatting with them, and I have an appointment for the 14th, the Valentine's Day 14th at like 9 something in the morning. And they actually contacted the rental place for me. So I didn't have to do any of that. So then the rental place calls me, and the first rental place called me, and they're like, oh, we're a little farther. We have a location that's closer. So I thought I was going to have to call them, but that place called me also, and they set up a reservation, but he had said that it said it was an 80-20% split with me and the insurance. I mean, it worked out to be like 150, 108, something like that. More money out my pocket, but I need to call my insurance back because they told me it was 100% covered. So we made that reservation, and he told me to call them back just in case that the insurance was written up wrong and it is 100% covered. Then I would call back. Y'all, my back hurts just trying to sit up like this. To call them back if it was 100% covered, and we'll set up another reservation so I don't have to pay anything. So I have to call them and find out. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I get home, I'm doing all of that, doctor and everything, and then my dad's calling me, and he's like, you need to get a lawyer. This person can't hit you and leave. What if your back problem is like a long-term problem? And I get where he's coming from, like a father's point of view, like you need to get what you need to get. It shouldn't have happened. But I think the way that my mind works is like, I don't want to abuse a system. Like if there's really not anything wrong with me per se, like that won't cause a long-term issue, I don't want to go after anybody and money and all that, because to me that money, it's bad karma, and even if I get the money, it'll just be squandered and I won't know where it went type vibe. But if something really is wrong and my back continues to hurt, then yeah, I wouldn't have a problem. Like, and maybe I can go through my insurance. I don't know. That's just how I've always been. But that is the update, y'all. So I'm just here working, answering some emails and whatnot. And I thought I would just take some time and check in. I know this is a longer check-in for you all. I'm not decluttering because my back hurts. I'm not working out because my back hurts. I'm not doing much of anything. So I figured I'd just give you the lowdown on what's going on. And all my medicines right here looking at me. And I'm assuming I should not take the muscle relaxant and the milligrams of the Motrin at the same time. So I'm probably just going to take the muscle relaxant. And she also told me to ice only like my shoulders and neck. And to also stretch, which I kind of been trying to get into anyway. So that's it, y'all. That's what I have for this wonderful Wednesday. Y'all, is it Wednesday? Why don't I know what day it is? Why don't I know? Yeah, it is Wednesday. Happy hump day? Okay. And I want to just say I'm super grateful to God that I'm okay. Like, this could have gone so much worse. I could maybe not be here talking to you. So dealing with some back pain right now that I know will not remain is okay with me, because I'm here to deal with it. I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye. Thank you. It's the fact that she's really enjoying the onion for me.
I mean, red onions are good.
You're gonna have to downgrade my palate to a 1-year-old, because even a 1-year-old is better than me at this point. Look at this. This girl can eat everything. No.
What you want? The tomato?
A fry, maybe?
The onion?
A fry?
Oh, fry.
A fry.
Say fry.
Is it hot? You left the bread. Hello, everyone. It is Friday. I know you didn't see me on Thursday, so let me just give you the breakdown of what Thursday was and Friday was. So Thursday was work, and then my sister hit me up and asked me if I wanted to go with her to Michael's after work. Also yesterday, my claims adjuster called me, and was explaining to me why I couldn't now, for the car accident, why I couldn't now file with uninsured motorists, because they found out that the lady actually had insurance. And so I have to, if I go through my insurance, I now have to pay a $500 deductible, as well as the 20% for the car rental. Or I can cancel my claim through my insurance and wait for her insurance to figure out whether or not she was in an accident. So after I got off the phone with her, I then, in the evening when I got off work, I called my insurance. I'm sorry, her insurance, because my insurance was able to give me her policy number and all that. Not address or anything, just policy number and name. And so I called her insurance and gave them the information about the accident and whatever, and they were like, okay, one of our adjusters will call you tomorrow, which is today, Friday, and explain what's going on. As far as the police report, it actually just came in today, but when I got out of work at 4:30ish, they were closed. So I'm hoping to be able to go and pick up my police report Monday or Tuesday, because it's not something they put up on the claims adjustment board. Today, and y'all, I'm trying to be a believer of like praising the Lord through all the struggles. And so I have my worship time and everything. But today, like after the call this evening, I just like, there had to be tears, because I also am not a person about being false positive, where you're happy about everything when that's not how you really feel. So I let my feelings come out, and then I get back onto God is gonna handle this. So at like the end of my day at like 3:40, someone called me, and of course I said pick up the phone. So it was her insurance. She was getting my side of the story and all the information, and she's the one who told me they had the police report, and the police report was kind of inconclusive. But when mine was inconclusive, that's what she said. And then she was like, I spoke to her, the lady who hit me, and was like, she wasn't involved in an accident, is what she said. Like, she was not involved in an accident. So then that created a doubt in me, y'all. I was like, oh my God, did I get the wrong information? Was that not the car that hit me? You know, you're going through those things. I'm like, oh my goodness. But I really do feel like that was it. Like, I feel like I was sitting there, the car backed out of my car. I felt you back out of my car. And then the next car that rolled right next to me had to be you. So why would you stop and look in the car? Like, I don't know. I feel like it was her. And I'm going to stick with that. I'm not letting no doubt in. I don't think I'm crazy. I think it was her. So I guess her insurance adjuster told her to send pictures of her car. And she said that she seemed like she was going to be very forthcoming, or she was working with them. So now she's still waiting for pictures of her car. We'll see what happens when the picture of the car comes. So then now I'm left with the decision of, do I keep everything running through my insurance and have them subjugate, which is kind of like go after the money from her people on the back end, which could take months, or do I wait for these pictures and everything to work, them to figure out if she actually hit me, which also can take months, and not have my car fixed? I'm like, really? So it's just a mess. Like, I'm so frustrated right now with the situation and disappointed, like, because I really felt like she hit me and she just left me, and then she lied. Like, that's how I feel. I hope I have the right person, and that's how I feel about it. And so I'm leaning towards just paying the $500 deductible, the 20% for the rental car. Grace, like, grateful to God that I have that in my emergency. Like, that's almost $700. I'm glad I have an emergency fund, but do I want to use it on something like this? No. So I just want to take this moment to be very preachy. I beg you, please, I beg. Start your emergency fund if you have not. Even if you're paying debt, start putting a little bit to your emergency fund at the same time. You never really know what's going to happen in your life. And if you have your emergency fund, great. Make sure you're only using it for actual emergencies. So, I called my insurance today, right after, like, I get out of work, And this lady, she was saying like, oh yeah, we'll see the report. And she's reading me parts of the report. And to me, the report makes it seem like they know this car hit me. But they almost like they weren't able to serve a warrant or whatever for this person's arrest for whatever reason. So I'm like, okay, don't understand that. But I just want her to pay for my things. So like I said, I think I'm just gonna, I already have an appointment for my car to be fixed on the 14th. And I know the way that body shop things are going right now, it's even hard to get an appointment. So I don't want to be driving around my car and then something else happens because the tail light falls off or something like that and I can't get my car fixed. So I'm leaning towards just paying my deductible, blah, 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 and doing all that thing. She was like, it shouldn't affect your insurance anyway because you are not at fault. Because I'm afraid my insurance is going to go up and that's really not my fault. And so that's where I'm at with that. Because I think I'm just going to keep my appointment and then have them go ahead and file for...
It's 5 o'clock on Friday. Celebrate the start of the weekend with your Alexa routine. Hope you have a good one.
What? I don't know why she just said that. But I think I'll just go ahead and keep my appointment, get my car out, fixed up and all that. And I believe that because my back is hurting and stuff, they are automatically giving me $1,000 to offset. I don't know if they give $1,000, but they give up to $1,000, like so I can submit like my $100 that I spent at the doctor and all these things, which is a load off. But I'm going to be losing out on the car money and the deductible until they're able to get it back from the other company. And I'm sure they're going to be fighting for it because they're also going to be losing out money for having to fix my car. So that is my update. Oh, yesterday evening, I didn't even get home until like 8. That's why you guys didn't see me, because I left work and I spoke to that lady and then I went straight to my sister's house and hung out with her and the baby. She went to we went to Michael's, and then she took me out to eat because I told her I was having no spend. I also spent $10 on like the tip. But I feel like they're still a no spend because I didn't buy the dinner and I wasn't going to get the tip check. And she was like, do you have cash? And so that's how I ended up doing it. But it's okay. Let me know down in the comments if you think that should still qualify for a no spend or if I shouldn't claim it as a no spend since I had to give money for the tip. Yeah, so that, and I'll insert some picture of my niece at dinner if I have any or remember to. But that's the way it's going. Y'all let me know how you would have handled this situation. Would you wait for them to find out or figure out that it was her and wait the couple months it might take to get the car fixed? Or would you just get the car fixed and then wait for them to do all that on the back end of everything? Because of all of these shenanigans this week, I haven't decluttered much of anything. So I think I'm going to start with the spice drawer because I have spice jars and spices and everything like that to get started on that already. And right now, let me show you what I'm talking about. This drawer is pretty organized as it is, but this is where the forks are, and I want to move the forks probably to over here eventually. That drawer is a mess, and so is the other one. I only have 3 drawers in my kitchen. I don't know why I did not realize that when I bought this house, but I guess you don't really look at that. Look at that, y'all. Pay attention to that if you're into like how many drawers you have. So I'm just gonna take this out, and then I'm gonna work on getting all these spices. Like some of those things should be in the pantry that we just cleaned out, but probably like all these spices down and into the containers, which I believe are here. So I'll need that, and then I believe, oh yeah, right above the containers is this tray thing that's supposed to go in the drawer. So yes. I might want to try and figure out something that can go to the back. because there's some room back here and I don't want them to be shuffling. I just haven't figured that out yet. Alright, time to transfer these into containers. So all this stuff up here is, oh, maybe the bacon stuff. We'll see. Well, these are like taller jars that I wouldn't take out of their containers. These actually can go to the pantry. And so can this. Oh, is that a spice grinder? And these might need to go to the pantry too, but we're not there yet. One thing at a time. Y'all know how I like to roll. All right, guys, so the containers came with these glass bottles with silver lids. Kind of wish they were gold, but not a big deal. A funnel that was compacted down that expands. And then also, I love this. This was one of the reasons that I think someone bought this for me in my housewarming gift, so thank you. And I love this because it has a little perforation so that you don't pour just from a big bottle. So I'm just gonna start emptying them in. I think I only have like 18 of these bottles, so I'm gonna start with spices I know I use the most, like garlic, onion powder, and things like this. I want to say, I don't know for sure if these labels came with it, but I know that I purchased these labels separately from, I don't know, the same, yeah, Talented Kitchen, Amazon, the same place I got the ones for the pantry. So I'm going to use these. I just really like the script on these, and they give you so many options. So let me get started. With this list is there's an actual list of the ingredients on the back, like, no, the labels on the back, and it seems they're in alphabetical order on the front, which is awesome. Alright guys, I didn't realize that there were black labels and white labels, so I actually put both on my bottles, and then I'm going to see which ones I like better, as well as these are all the leftover. There's not much in a lot, well, this is a full one, but like I have extra that and extra paprika, but like there's not much in the thyme leaves, so I'm just, and I'm not throwing them away, but when those things get used, I'll fill it, the other bottle back to the top. Salt is super full. These 6 bottles are actually empty, but because they are glass, I'm going to see if I can take the labels off and wash them and use them in the drawer as well, because these are glass too. Why not, you know? Yeah. And these I'm not going to take out the packaging. I actually need to see if these are still good to use. But yay! All my stuff are in packages. But like, for instance, with salt, it has to be on the black side, but because you can't really see the white side. Where is the white side? Oh, I didn't bother to put it on because I was like, that made so sense. But I think, you know, I thought I was gonna like the black side best, which I do like it, but I think I might put everything on the white side. It pops a little bit more. So everything, y'all, there's all kind of spices in my nose right now. So now I'm just sniffing a lot, and oh, Jesus. So I'm gonna go put these in the drawer, probably in alphabetical order because that's what I'm feeling. Either that or color coordinated. Okay, I'll let y'all see when it's done. Okay, this is where all the extra seasoning is. I'm thinking I might get a little container, a little tub, or see what I have already, and put these in the pantry somewhere just to get this shelf open. We'll work on the rest another day. But let me show you what the drawer looks like. Okay. It looks so nice. I did go with the, oh, except for this, the white. Oh, girl. But that's what it looks like with the white. Y'all, this is what it looks like with the black. Y'all let me know which one you prefer. But right now, I do like it. I feel like I can see them pretty easily. I love how organized this looks. I do see, this is what I don't like. I still have some space back here, so I'm gonna figure out what I can put back here that I won't use as often. Maybe even some of the spare spices back there so that this doesn't keep sliding. So yeah. Okay, so let's try it now. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so it's not shifting anymore because I put a few of the extra spices back there. And yeah, that's gonna work for now. I'm really liking it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Okay, beautiful people, that's it for me for this evening. I have to go blow my nose out and try and get all this pepper and spice out of my nose. But I'm excited. I did a drawer. I decluttered something today. All that's going on in my life. I'm happy to get back sort of on track. And now I'm gonna make my salad. It's 7, so it's a little later than I wanted, but I'm gonna make my salad and I'm gonna chill out and watch some TV and break down the box because I used all of those jars. I wish there was like 2 or 3 more, but I have, like you saw, some ones that I already had that I'll just wash out and put extra spices in. And it was nice because I could see what spices I need, like red pepper flakes is lacking. All right, guys, have a good night. Hope your Friday was wonderful. Bye.